Today we're going to talk about colour charts with base colours and tones. So if we open this up, we've got our base colours here, which is your first number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which corresponds to your natural hair colour. And you would determine your natural hair colour just by holding up the basic colour to your natural hair colour, your virgin hair colour, and going, is my hair lighter or darker than this? Is my hair lighter or darker than this? Is my hair lighter or darker than this? And you would do this until you find a match to say, no, it's not actually, it's actually very similar. So my base colour is a base 6, so we're going to be working with a base 6 because a lot of people, especially Caucasian, are around a 6, a 5 or a 7. So this is the base 6. I know that I'm a base 6. However, when we look in the colour chart, we're going to see lots of numbers. So we've got a 6, 6, 4, a 6, 6, 6, a 5, 5, a 5, 5, 6, all separated with a comma. Now some are separated with commas, some are slashes, some of them no separation whatsoever, but the first number that you see will always represent the base. So if I was to put this colour on here, which is a 664, I know it's exactly the same base as my hair. It's not lighter, it's not darker, it's exactly the same, but I'm going to be adding the next thing, which is a 64. 6 is a red, 4 is a copper. So it's going to be putting warmth into my hair. So the first number represents the base. The other numbers represent the tones. Over here, yet again, we've got a 7, 3, an 8, 3, 3, an 8, 3, a 9, 3, 3. 9 is the base, 8 is the base, 8 is the base, 7 is the base. But the numbers after are 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. That represents gold. Down here, we've got the 7, 4, 3, 7, 4, 4, 7, 4, 5. We've got a 4, 4, 5, 5, 4, 5, 5, 4. The first number that you see represents the base, your natural hair colour. The second number, the 4, 4, the 4, 5, represents copper. So that tells you how much orange is going to go in the hair, and so forth. So the first number that you see is always a base. It doesn't matter, any colour chart that you pick up all over the world, the first number that you see will represent the base. It's an international colour chart. You will be able to pick up any colour chart regardless of the language and understand that the first colour is the base. Now the second colours, the tones, will be slightly different. I normally work with L'Oreal. So I've got here what the numbers represent. So the 7/7 is the green, the 6 is the red, 5 is mahogany, 4 is copper, 3 is gold, 2 is pearl, 1 is ash, and 0 is natural. So that shows you what colours is after, but that will change. I know Wella is very different and Goldwell is very different as well, but this is for L'Oreal. In hairdressing as well, there's something really popular called the colour star. This works on neutralising, and the opposite colours neutralise. So when we say neutralise, if your hair's naturally red, you would neutralise with a green. If your hair's naturally orange or ginger or auburn, you would neutralise with a blue. If your hair's very golden, you would neutralise with a purple. And that's really important when you become an experienced hairdresser, that you would choose colours that neutralise, not the colours that the client points to at the book. You would look at their natural tones in their hair and choose a corresponding colour. So when we actually choose corresponding colours depending on the tones, I'm going to take, for example, somebody with red hair. They want to go to a nice brown, a cool brown. We know if I put on a brown in general, it would shimmer through a lot of that red underneath. It's just like painting a wall. If you had a red wall and you put brown over the top, you would still shimmer through some of the red underneath. However, this page here, you've got a 907, 807, 607, 507, 571. We know that the 7s is a green. So if you had red hair, going back to the colour star, your opposite colour would be green. So therefore, I would choose a colour in the colour chart that had green in to get to that brown. A client will never ever ever choose anything from this page. It just doesn't look nice at all. Why would you want your hair this colour? You wouldn't. But if you had natural red hair, then yes, you would need to put this colour on to neutralise out the red. The same with ash. We know that ash is a blue. Okay, no one will ever choose these colours. They're very flat, they're quite mousy. But I know that if I had a lot of orange in the hair, especially if you did highlights or if you put on a blonde and it comes out very orange, then yes. It's where a lot of people make mistakes buying box colours at home. Don't look at the colour in the box, you've got to look at the numbers. You've got to pick the one with the ashiest ash in. Yeah? I mean, a 911 or a 1011 is very, very ash. The ashier the better to get rid of any orange. But yet again, you'd look at this and go, ooh, I don't like this. Here is the purple page. I mean, the 902, it doesn't look too bad. It's quite a nice colour actually. And it has got some burgundy in it, some mauve or pearl, and it does neutralise gold. So just the lighter colours. Obviously, the darker colours, which are purple, strong purples, then you will actually go purple. You will get that colour that you want. But like the 82, that's really nice if you're on a base 6 and you want to go to lighter with a blonde. Yeah, put the 82 on with 6% and that should go to a nice blonde. So I hope that's helped you with your tones, making sure that you remember that the first colour that you see, the first number, 1s to 10, is your natural base, and the colours after that you see, the 4-3, the 4-4, 4, 4-6, all these colours after, 0-3, 3, 3-3, these are the tones. And these are the tones here.